A talk by the mother to a disciple on Savitri. Do you read Savitri? Yes, mother, yes. You have read the whole poem? Yes, mother, I have read it twice. Have you understood all that you have read? Not much, but I like poetry. It is because of that I read it. It does not matter if you do not understand it, Savitri. Read it always. You will see that every time you read it, there will be something new experience. Things which were not here, things you did not understand, arise and suddenly become clear. Always an unexpected vision comes up through the words and lines. Every time you try to read and understand, you will see that something which was hidden behind is revealed clearly and vividly. I tell you, the very verses you have read once before will appear to you in a different light each time you reread them. This is what happens invariably. Always your experience is enriched. It is revelation at each step. But you must not read it as you read other books or newspapers. You must read with an empty head, a blank and vacant mind, without there being any other thought. You must concentrate much, remain empty, calm, and open. Then the words, rhythms, vibrations will penetrate directly to this white page, will put their stamp upon the brain, will explain themselves without your making any effort. Savitri alone is sufficient to make you climb to the highest peaks. If truly one knows how to meditate upon Savitri, one will receive all the help one needs. For him who wishes to follow this path, it is a concrete help, as though the Lord himself were taking you by the hand and leading you to the destined goal. And then every question, however personal it may be, has its answer here. Every difficulty finds its solution herein. Indeed, this is necessary for doing the yoga. He has crammed the whole universe in a single book. It is a marvelous work, magnificent, and of an incomparable perfection. You know, before writing Savitri, Sri Aurobindo said to me, I am impelled to launch on a new adventure. I was hesitant in the beginning, but now I am decided. Still, I do not know how far I shall succeed. I pray for help. And you know what it was? It was, before beginning, I warn you in advance. It was his way of speaking, so full of humility and divine modesty. He never asserted himself. And the day he actually began it, he told me, I have launched myself in a rudderless boat upon the vastness of the infinite. And once having started, he wrote page after page without intermission, as though it were a thing already complete up there, and he had only to transcribe it in ink down here on these pages. In truth, the entire form of Savitri has descended en masse from the highest region, and Sri Aurobindo, with his genius, only arranged the lines in a superb and magnificent style. Sometimes entire lines were revealed, and he has left them intact. He worked hard, untiringly, so that the inspiration could come from the highest possible summit. And what a work he has created! Yes, it is a true creation in itself. It is an unequaled work. Everything is there. And it is put in such a simple, such a clear form. Verses perfectly harmonious, limpid, and eternally true. My child, I have read so many things, but I studied the best works in Greek, Latin, English, and of course in French literature, also in German, and all the great creation of the West and East, including the great epics. But I repeat it, I have not found anywhere anything comparable with Savitri. All these literary works seem to me empty, flat, hollow, without any deep reality, apart from a few rare exceptions. And these too represent only a small fraction of what Savitri is. What grandeur, what amplitude, what reality! It is something immortal and eternal he has created. I tell you once again, there is nothing like it in the whole world. Even if one puts aside the vision of the reality, that is, the essential substance, which is the heart of the inspiration, and considers only the verses in themselves, one will find them unique, of the highest classical kind. What he has created is something man cannot imagine, for everything is there, everything. It may then be said that Savitri is a revelation. It is a meditation. It is a quest of the infinite, the eternal. If it is read with this aspiration for immortality, the reading itself will serve as a guide to immortality. To read Savitri is indeed to realize the divine. Each step of yoga is noted here, including the secret of all other yogas. Surely, if one sincerely follows what is revealed here in each verse, one will reach finally the transformation of supramental yoga. It is truly the infallible guide who never abandons you. His support is always there for him who wants to follow the path. Each verse of Savitri is like a mantra, which surpasses all that man possessed by way of knowledge. And I repeat this, The words are expressed and arranged in such a way that the sonority of the rhythm leads you to the origin of sound, which is Om. My child, yes, everything is there. Mysticism, occultism, philosophy, the history of evolution, the history of man, of the gods, of creation, of nature. How the universe was created, why, for what purpose, what destiny, all is there. You can find all the answers to all your questions therein. Everything is explained, even the future of man and of evolution, all that nobody yet knows. He has described it all in beautiful and clear words, so that spiritual adventurers who wish to solve the mysteries of the world may understand it more easily. But this mystery is well hidden behind the words and lines, and one must climb to the required level of true consciousness to discover it. All prophecies, all that is going to come is presented with a precise and wonderful clarity. Sri Aurobindo gives you here the key to find the truth, to discover the consciousness, solve the problem of what the light may penetrate there and transform it. He has shown the path, the way to liberate oneself from the ignorance and climb right up to the superconscious. Each stage, each plane of consciousness, how they can be scaled, how one can cross even the barrier of death and reach immortality. You will find the whole journey in detail and much more yet. It is a real experience reading Savitri. All the secrets that man possessed, he has revealed, as well as that which awaits him in the future. All thus is found in the depth of Savitri. But one must have the knowledge to discover it all, the experience of the conquest of death. He has noted all the stages, marked each step in order to advance integrally in the integral yoga.